welcome back to episode, have to look, 19 of the Craft Workshop podcast. If you're new, my name is Dawn, yes, from the Dawn Stage channel, and my YouTube channel, if it's your very first time visiting, it's a mixture of vlogs and once or twice in a month a crafty podcast, which is what today's episode is. If you're using Instagram, you can find me with @DawnStays. I also host a really nice Facebook group called Crafty World 1, which is just for any generic crafting. And the podcast is all about a whole variety of crafty things that I'm either working on, or occasionally I might finish something, and or plans, that I'm going to work on. Mixed bag. I crochet, knit, sew, make jewellery, dye yarn, spin yarn, what else? Clay, air dry clay. I've even been known to bronze sculpt before now, so pretty much an avid crafter. I'm actually sat in the workshop. If you're not familiar with the channel, I do have a very messy craft room at my house. I'm also very fortunate to have this workshop in my local art centre, and that's where I am today. I think the last podcast, I filmed that from my very messy craft room. Disclaimer, a couple of disclaimers. Firstly, it is like an oven in here. It's roasting hot. I had the fan on, I had to turn it off because otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me. And secondly, I've got one of the windows open and I'm not far from the Amsterdam airport, so pretty close to the flight path. So you'll hear a plane going off, maybe a helicopter now and again. And third disclaimer, because I'm at the art centre, you might hear some banging or voices and maybe music and drilling and whatever, because it can be a little bit busy. It's towards the end of the day now, so it should be a little bit quieter, but we'll see. I mean, such is life. I'd rather be fortunate enough to have this space and work around the noise and be stuck in that very messy craft room, because that's also doubling up as my home office right now. What have I been up to since the last podcast? Well, if you've not watched the vlogs, I'll let you know. Well, originally I'm from Manchester in the UK, which is the northwest of England, and for 20 years now I've been living in the Netherlands, just outside of Amsterdam, with my South African partner Lawrence and our two boys Josh and William, and our fur babies Jack and Daxter. And the channel originally started out as a vlog, so I could show all our friends and family overseas what life was like. And then because, as I said, I am such an avid crafter, I started hosting the podcast. I think it was last year now. It wasn't that long ago. I mean, you can see it's episode 19, so there's not that many of them. Although, there's well over 100 vlogs up on the channel now. So I do realise not everybody wants to watch the vlogs, so I'll give you a little update. And if you've already seen the vlogs, sorry, I'm repeating myself. But the weather has finally turned in the Netherlands. We had very cold. I think, as in quite a lot of countries in Europe, May was just a complete washout, rain. And we had one really bad storm a couple of nights ago, and then finally it feels like summer has hit. It's amazing. Everybody's smiling, everybody feels cheerful. I've yet to have my vaccination. That's, I think, next Friday, and I understand I'll be having the Pfizer. Lawrence has had his first one already. And life just feels like it's starting to open up again. Our restaurants are going to be opening soon till 10 o'clock at night, so that'll be quite nice. Go and drink a glass of wine on a terrace with friends. Cinemas have just opened, museums, zoos. It's like, I said to somebody the other day, it's like we've been in hibernation, we're waking up. So good, I feel very happy, feel quite safe. Rates still a little bit on the high side, but I think as long as you're safe, and the fact that Lawrence is now partially vaccinated has already made me feel a little bit more, I can loosen off my sort of stress a little bit. As I said, I have been working from home for over a year, as have many of you, and I'm so grateful that I've got the workshop that I can come and craft in, because there's just no space in that craft room at home now. It will be a more permanent arrangement, but my company have said in September we might hear you know, how it'll work. There'll be a booking system and what percentage will be at home. And I was just talking to my one of my workshop friends, if you know the vlog, Yvonne, and she actually suggested that, you know, when that starts up, that maybe I come and work from the workshop for one day. I've got a fridge here, you know, there's a microwave, I've got drinks, there's toilets, you know, everything's here. So that might not be a bad idea because I've also got a lot of room and space around me. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Oh, also we've done a little bit of boating. Obviously living in Holland, we're surrounded by canals and we're very lucky we have a small motorboat. So yeah, we've had a couple of sails on that. So if you're interested in seeing a little bit of nature and what the canals are like and sailing in Holland, then maybe next week's vlog coming up, there'll be a little boating outing. So yeah, have a look at that. So what have we got today? Not loads of finished objects. I've got some knitting I can share with you, some crochet, a couple of other crafts, all will be revealed. I've also got something that I've been sort of tagged or nominated to participate in, so I'll share that with you. And I've got loads of really nice incoming things. And if you've seen on the channel, I made this really nice little video of a make along that Jeanette Crafty Clay Creations we're hosting on Instagram. So I made a little intro for that. We had a whole build up for it. So I'm going to talk about the MAL. Got some really exciting news to share about the MAL. I'm very excited about that. So please stick around to the end. Even if you're not on Instagram, I still want to share some things with you and also share something that you can also benefit from. Regardless of Instagram or the make along. So let's begin. I have made myself from the posh coffee machine downstairs a cappuccino in my own mug. I'm getting quite a collection of bee mugs at the moment. If you watch the vlog, you'll know Lawrence's cousin Tracy sent us a huge package from South Africa full of lots and lots of things, but quite a lot of bee things for me, so I was highly delighted about that. Go back and watch last week's vlog if you want to see me do the unboxing. I had comments that a lot of you enjoyed it, so I'm really happy about that. So let's see, some knitting. Well, many of you will know, let me just adjust my chair because I feel like I'm going to slide off. That'll be a candid camera moment. Many of you will know that I've been joining in with the Year of Dishcloths, which is an Instagram knit along hosted. I think it's the Kitchen Sink Knitter. It's a lady called Garlane, and every month she puts out a free knitted dishcloth pattern, and I've made every one of them except one month, which I won't moan about anymore. But this month is actually called Ripples dishcloth. I haven't even begun to make that, so I haven't got a dishcloth to show you this podcast. Maybe in the next one I might have something, but I think it's not too late if you want to sign up for it, and you might even be able to catch up on them through her Ravelry. So as usual, and if you don't know, I try and put as many links or references or information to everything I talk about in the podcast. I don't put timestamps though, because, well, yeah, that also takes a lot of time. And as you've gathered, I've also got a job that takes a lot of my time, so I'd rather spend my free time doing crafty stuff than typing, if that makes sense. Right, dishcloths. Another thing, I was in a little slump, or not slump, I was very over enthusiastic about making a sock. I love to make a sock, lots of one socks. So I've decided I need to knuckle down and start making pairs. So I have single extra socks to make pairs, if that makes sense. I just couldn't resist it. I know I've talked about this yarn before. I had to cast on my Regia, the design line one, the Arne and Carlos one. This shade is Garden. I've shown you this I don't know how many times. Sorry, the camera just did a weird jerk then. Couldn't resist casting it on. I've been super quick. I've got a sock and almost 50% of a sock It's really, really good. And there is a reason that I'm trying to plough through these, is because, well, I'll show you, I've got some more sock yarn to be getting on with that I'm very excited about. But I have another sock, a sock I have to talk to you about, because this is a lonely sock. And the reason it's a lonely sock is this is actually like what you would call a vanilla sock pattern by the lovely Amanda from Shutter Monkey, who's also on Instagram and has a podcast. Amanda's also a knitting designer, and she called for pattern testers. And I'm not a quick knitter, and I don't think my knitting's quite good enough, but I thought I can test knit an vanilla pattern. So this is called the Scoosh pattern, and I understand Amanda's in Scotland, and I think Scoosh is a Scottish term for easy, I think, or quick. Easy or quick, or quick and easy, maybe it's both, I don't know. This is a free pattern on Ravelry. So far she's published the cuff down, which is the method I always do, and I test knitted it, and I had to get it done by the end of May for her in time for release, so that's why I've only got one. Couple of new things to me, like it was a new cast on, and also a cuff that I don't normally do, but for the rest really straightforward. The only thing, I did feed it back to Amanda, and she mentioned it I think she mentioned it on her channel when she launched the pattern, that quite a few of the test knitters, me being one of them, we converted the pattern to magic loop, because the pattern calls for 3 DPNs, and I'm not very good with DPNs. It's not to say I don't want to be good at them, but I'm not for test knitting. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to learn right now. So because I only knit socks in magic loop, I converted it really easily. She just has one needle with all the stitches, and then she divides the second half of the sock over 2. So to make it into magic loop was very simple. She might do a magic loop method at some point. I think the next release is she's going to do toe up. If you're interested, this is just Lammy's sock yarn. I don't remember the colour, wait, sorry. The yarn, this is merino nylon mix, hand-dyed yarn by Beth from Telling Yarns in the shade Rita Skeeter. Absolutely lovely. This is a beautiful. It actually feels like it's got something mixed in it, like I don't know, like a bamboo or something. It's gorgeous. It feels very cottony in the texture, really smooth and quite cool feeling. Absolutely love this. So yeah, that's my one Scoosh sock, and my very first test knitting, so I was quite pleased to manage to get one out. The other thing is, well, I debated whether to bring this, but I thought, well, I've made a bit of progress. I had actually intended to finish one, but I didn't get there. But I thought, well, you can see the bead pattern now, so I'll bring it and show you. I've got this really crumpled paper from my project back, so I'm very, very sorry. This is Be Creative Mittens by Ducathy. That's a picture of how it looks. I went for just 2 colours in my own hand-dyed yarn. So this is, I'm almost finished with the thumb gusset. So you can see this is the right hand. So that's how it sits in the hand, and your thumb goes here. Absolutely loved doing this. This is chart work. But then wait for it. You can see here is the front. How gorgeous is that bee? I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I'm really, yeah, I can't wait. I keep trying to sort of squeeze my hand in. And I've done my floats a little bit looser. I'll give you a little sneaky peek if you want to see without pulling stitches off. I've tried to do them a little bit looser because I've got fat hands basically, and yeah, I figured I'd just give myself a little bit more room. Oh my gosh, absolutely loved this. If you fancy giving yourself a little push with colour work, with patterns, and these are fingerless mittens, you know, I would recommend this pattern. It's a paid for pattern. But I mean, yeah, even look at the palm, even it's just gorgeous, and this detail around the thumb. Absolutely thrilled with this. The goal is I'm going to I'm going to crack on. I'm going to finish this one mitten, and then I'll probably put it aside for like autumn knitting again, because yeah, it's a fingerless mitten. I'm not in any rush for it, but yeah, I thought, well, I'm almost at the bee, let me bring it and show everyone. So love it, love it, love it. Then one other thing, making a guest appearance, and there's a reason why, which I'll explain in a while, but I have done a little bit. Been nursing a frozen shoulder injury for ages now, all year, and it's finally feeling better. So I thought I'm gonna test like proper knitting, like big girl knitting, you know, garment knitting. So I had a go on knitting a few rounds on my J sweater, and I did have a stitch, a progress keeper in it from last time I'd knit on it. So I've done quite a bit. Done a few rows, you can see from here. And then I got round to measuring it, and I'm half an inch from splitting for the sleeves. So I'm chuffed to bits with this. You can't see it too well, my cable's not very long, but all the pattern work's finished, but there is, I think I'm going to do the 3/4 length, and then there'll be pattern on the sort of bottom half of the sleeve, if that makes sense. So really happy I put that progress keeper in. It sort of spurned me on amongst other things. So that's all the knitting stuff I've got going on. Not to say that I haven't got plans. Haven't we all? Have got, wait for it, I've got a finished object in crochet. Can we believe it? Absolutely love this. I don't even know what possessed me to make this. I just had a mind to, I fancied making one, had a look, found a cracking pattern which was free, and I just couldn't put it down. So I think I just recently, I didn't even, normally on my Instagram I post like little sort of works in progress kind of thing. I didn't even, it was just wham, here's a picture, this is what I made. And I think everyone was like, oh, okay. I didn't know you were working on that, but you wait for it, here it is. This is, hello everyone. This is a baby humpback whale, little tail. This detail is just adorable. This is a free pattern by a pattern designer called One Dog Woof, baby humpback, and I made mine in double DK cotton. This was from Stash. I've had this cotton for years, and I thought, you know, it's whale, just says whale to me, humpback whale. So absolutely thrilled with this. I wouldn't mind making a smaller version of it, we'll see. But yeah, thrilled to bits. I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. I was debating whether to stitch a little smile on him, but I quite like the simplicity of it. What's also nice about this, you make it in several parts. So the blue top is one part, and then the white is one, and then the flippers are in 4 pieces stitched together. And it was a little bit confusing stitching, because when you lie them flat they don't match, you know, one's like round, a little bit like sewing sleeves in, you know, like you've got a sort of positive and negative that you've got to fit in. But she does, there is at least one video that explains some of the steps of the pattern on YouTube. So yeah, really recommend this. I wouldn't quite say it's for a beginner, because there is it's US terms. It's a mixture of single crochet, half double and double crochet, so you do need to know your stitches, you know, if you fancy having a go. But if you've mastered them, then you've got absolutely no issues. Oh, and decrease and increase. Well, increase is simple, but the decrease, if you're very new to crochet, that's something that you'd have to look into. So anyway, what do we think? He needs a name. It's definitely a boy. I'm not sure if he'll live here with this chinky lot. We'll see. Let's see. I don't know where he'll live, but anyway, I love him. I'm so happy with him. Actually, it was nice to finish, sorry, I just bumped the work table. It was nice to finish something for once, because, you know, everything's like work in progress or hose or... So yeah, got that done. Couldn't put it down. Crochet wise, I don't know what order to do this in. All right, I'm going to show these because I have shown them on my Instagram. But I have been making little toadstools. This is in acrylic. I don't even remember the pattern because I've used all kinds of tutorials off YouTube. There's loads of them out there. Another little toadstool. This is in the Rapia's Katona. And a teeny weeny one. Little toadstool. And then I made some little squeaky mice from acrylic. A little grey one. I'll try and remember to link to this pattern because it's amazing. You don't have to do the ears separately. It's one straight crochet. So there's a reason I'm making these. I'll show you one other thing that I've just finished. It's not, I need to sort of shape it properly, but if you can guess what this is. If I put these by it, what does it look like? Yes, I did a free motion crochet little wood stump, and I'll show you why in a moment. I've done that. So I have been doing a lot of crochet, but like little things, but I will reveal them in a minute. I'm trying to, it's a little bit difficult this week because of the make along. I didn't know what order to show you things in. Oh, one other thing I did, I mentioned other crafts. I've not done this for ages. I also like to do like modelling from polymer clay, air dry clay, and I've not done it for a while, and I thought I fancy doing this. I don't even know why. It reminded me of this sort of, you know, it beats sort of boho style, but I cut out a load of these last year from air dry clay, the hand of protection, and then I was going to make them into some kind of hanger. That's why they've got holes in them. And I finally got round to painting them last week. And then the backs also textured, and it's like a gilding really. And this is a mixture between acrylic paint, gold and turquoise, and gold gilding wax. So I keep picking that up. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I've got quite a lot of these. This is actually a cookie cutter that I found, and then the back, it's like some kind of embossing stamp that I had. So you know, I mean, you won't really see the back, so it'll probably be like a wall hanging. But yeah, thrilled with that. Really happy with that. So yeah, I might be doing more air dry clay stuff. The art shop, my local art shop, I went to it in one of the vlogs, maybe last week or the week before. I can get all modelling supplies and everything from there, so it's not like I have to, you know, if I want to do something on the spur of the moment, I can just pop in the car and it's a 10-minute drive away, so that's handy. And then the other crafty thing that I've been really busy with is my dollhouse. If you don't know, I've got a really old dollhouse. It was a fixer-upper. We bought it just before lockdown, and it's been, you know, it's just been an amazing project to do. There's still a lot of like repairs to be done. Lawrence has to make windows, his doors missing. It's fine. My plan was I was going to try and do as many rooms as I could. I keep saying like the bare bones of it, so you knew when you're looking at, you know what that room is or should be. And then I'm only going to work on it in like cooler months and dark nights. You know, it's an indoor kind of craft. Before the warm weather came, I set myself a goal. I wanted to finish the first and second floor, bare bones finish, and then the attic, I've stopped now. That's going to be autumn. And then when the bare bones is done, then I'll start on like the fine detail, like it's got no curtains. I need to do the outdoors. It's just painted. It's painted nicely, but I wanted to put like little climbing plants up here and little brickwork, and you know, really make it pretty outside, and then do the attic. But I've done loads in that. I did finally decorated the bathroom. There's a little bathroom suite in there now. I did like the top of the stairs, the first floor stairs, like the landing. That's papered, carpeted. and I've been painting a lot of furniture and making little accessories, not just for that area but also for the rest of the dollhouse. So I've stopped with it now. So what I will do, rather than, I wasn't going to bring all the dollhouse stuff to the workshop because that lives at home. What I will do, I'm going to film a separate little house tour because quite a few people have been interested in that, and I'll do like a little voice over, and then hopefully that will be coming soon. I need Lawrence to help me with the lighting. Some of the rooms have got lighting, we're still busy wiring it all, but I need somebody to stand and get the right angle because, you know, there's a lot of shadows, and I want you to be able to see inside it. Some of the rooms have got quite a lot of knickknacks in them now. The plan is I want it stuffed full, that when you look in, you're like, oh, you don't know where to look first. So that's the plan. So watch out for that. If you hit the notification bell, if you're subscribed, that is, if you hit the notification bell, every time I upload something new, you'll get notified, so you won't miss out on anything if you want to keep an eye out for the dollhouse tour. So that's all the things I'll show you now, what I've been working on. So I've got another little section. I've made a note. I'm not going to do, in my vlogs, I like to do like graphics and, you know, special effects, but in the podcast, I don't, you know, I don't really do like all the bling and little moving text things, which I love, but I just, yeah, I don't know. Oops, somebody's messaging me. So yeah, it might seem a bit messy if you're used to things popping up on the screen telling you what the segment or section is now. So I'm just telling you, it's a new segment. Professional podcaster, not. Coffee's not quite cold, that's good. Right. Lovely Anita, who is Gaga Knits, has a YouTube channel. Lovely podcast. She lives in a beautiful part of the UK. She lives in Wales. It's stunning. And sometimes on her podcast, she does like a little sort of walk around, or, you know, you get a little sort of sense of where she is, see the nature, the countryside. It's gorgeous. So lovely Anita. Oh, hold on. Somebody's messaging me. 1 minute. Okay, back. Yeah, she nominated me, Jeanette, and somebody else. I can't remember who she nominated. To join in, I don't know what the official title is called, but anyway, I'm going to say it's like the 2021 top 6 bucket list. That's what we'll call it. So I was nominated for that, and now I'm nominated. I have to nominate 3 other people to join along, and I have checked. I've got 3 people and I've checked with them, so I'll tell you who they are in a minute. They all agreed at some point to join in, but it's basically I'm going to share with you 6 either things I want to finish, or things I want to try, or new things before the end of the year. And then at the end of the year we'll review together, you know, how far I got with things, if I finished things, if I didn't, if I tried something I didn't like it. So it's not a pressure thing, it's just, it's fun to do, you know. And I was thrilled Anita tagged me because, yeah, I love watching Anita's podcast. So it's gonna encroach a little bit on incoming kind of thing, and like I'm gonna repeat myself a little bit, but I had one incoming from Karen, lovely Karen from Stitches and Jacks. Karen actually enabled me to buy the Be Creative mitten pattern. And Karen loves to enable me to do things and buy patterns. And sometimes she gifts me things as well to get me to do them. Karen gifted me this amazing shawl, and we're going to make it together in autumn. So I thought that's actually going to be one of my make 6. So excuse me, it's a really, really bad printout. There's something wrong with my printer, but I hope you get a sense of it. And it's this amazing shawl, Humly Bee, I can't even say it, by Fibre Tales. I don't know if you're picking this up, but if you see the shawl, it's got all these knitted bees around it. I should have printed a colour version actually, thinking about it. And I think Karen said it was double knit, so it shouldn't take too long to make. But when she sent me the picture to say, oh, look what I found, my eyes, you know, it was like one of those heart emojis, you know, like, oh, my eyes. And then next minute she's like, yeah, check your inbox, we're going to do it. So thrilled to bits. So yeah, that's when I'm going to make 6. Do the knitted shawl with Karen, which is really fun to share a project with a friend or, you know, several friends. The other thing is I haven't brought it. I've been going on and on about this for months, and I'm feeling now I'm getting my crochet back. I have to finish this, and I want to finish it by the end of the year because I'll be really cross with myself. The picnic on the beach, the crochet along picnic blanket by Coastal Crochet. I'm still on week 2, and I don't know what it is. I look at it, it's sat next to me, next to the sofa where I sit, and I keep looking at it, and I'm like, oh, and I have to pick it up. So I'm saying it's out there, it's on my top 6. So I'm going to force myself to finish it because it's a stunning blanket. So that's number 2. The third one, which is why I decided to bring it to the workshop, is I want to finish my J sweater. I've been knitting this all year. Partly I haven't done anything with it because of my shoulder, but Anita from Gaga Knits, I recommended this in one of my podcasts, and then Anita, she actually got the pattern. It's a free pattern as well on Ravelry. She picked up the pattern and she's knitted hers, and it looks beautiful. So Anita sort of also spurred me on. It's like, you know what, I need to pick that up. But also another lovely friend of mine, Christine, who's Sweet Lavender Knits. She's another podcaster based in Canada. Christine's doing like an all year make along, I think, where you can knit or crochet any adult garment. And I think she's hosting it through her Ravelry group. So if you're not on Ravelry, she did say that you can send her a picture of the finished object, and she'll add you into the make along because there's going to be prizes. Christine hand dyes as well, so maybe you'll be looking at a hand dyed skein. And the rule is it can also be a work in progress, less than 50% made. Mine's not even 25% made. So I figured, okay, I can double dip. I can do the bucket list and I can tag it in Christine's, and I'm sure either way it's going to make me allowing me I'll get it finished. So that's number 3. Number 4 is not something to show and tell, but it's something that I think will help me get around the single sock syndrome, because it's driving me mad. I'm really annoyed with myself that I just keep whipping up single socks. I'm going to learn, you've heard it here first, knit 2 at a time, top down socks. I want to learn to do it. I can already knit Magic Loop perfectly well, so I don't see a reason why it would stop me. The plan is I'm going to finish knitting all the socks I've got on the go, and then I'm going to start from scratch and start a new pair together too. So feel free to keep asking me about that, because I'm all for naming and shaming too. 5th one, again, this isn't a show and tell. This is more, I want to do more sewing, hand sewing. I want to do more English paper piecing. Also in one of the vlogs, I went to a little quilt shop and I've been slowly buying more cotton fabrics that are more suitable for like hand stitching. And I've done a few free patterns from Emma Jones from the Vintage Sewing Box. Emma's got a couple of really nice like paid for patterns that I fancy having a go. But I wanted to sort of hone, my hand stitching skill in, because I'm very proficient on a sewing machine. I do actually own 3 of them. But and also a cross stitch, been doing that since I was a teenager. But like the hand sewn stuff is something quite new to me, and I've absolutely loved it. So I want to give myself a real good, meaty, a little bit more challenging project between now and the end of the year. So that will sort of tick a sewing box, if you like. And then the other thing is I've brought it along. Many of you will already know I am so lucky to be in possession of my very own little cotton rabbit. with no less than a bee dress. And this, ladies and gents, this was handmade for me by my adorable friend Elise from Les Petits Saint Crochet, and she gifted this to me. And you know, to say I've got a couple of things gifted to me that you know, every time I look at them they just make me smile. And this is Henrietta. She sits on my shelf next to my workspace in my office / very messy craft room, and I just adore her. I mean, look, she's even got, I'm sorry sweetie, I'm flashing your knickers, I know. She's even got a little tail, but it's just that Elise made a bee dress for her. It's like, oh, I love her so much. And I've been saying to Elise for ages, since she first started knitting these, I want to knit them, I want to knit them. And she keeps telling me, you can totally knit them, you can totally knit them. So I thought, do you know what? If I add it to my Make 6 and I have the pattern now, then it might make me do it. I really, really want to do it. I've got some really nice Debbie Bliss, is it the baby cash merino? So I've got some nice beige and browns. There's nothing stopping me. So I'm putting it out there. I'm manifesting it. It's now on the list. I've got something to aspire to. Clearly, mine will not be anywhere near like Elise's. Incidentally, I think she's just recently put a video out talking you through all the little cotton rabbit stuff. I thought, anyway, I'll put a link to Elise's channel below. So yeah, I thought I'll bring Henrietta to the workshop so you can see. So cute. So yeah, that's my Make 6. So I've put it out there now. I'm accountable. I have to make it happen. If I don't, feel free to give me some stick about it. Not too much, a little bit. And hopefully I don't come up with a load of excuses at the end of the year as to why I didn't do it. Apart from my shoulder, I'm allowed that. So with that being said, I have to nominate 3 people, and there was a reason I brought this as well, not just show and tell that I want to knit one of these little sweeties. I'm nominating Elise from Les Petits Saint Crochet to share her top 6 bucket list for this year. I'm also nominating the lovely Ruth, who's from Ruth Loves to Knit, and Ruth has said, yeah, she'll join in, thinks it will be fun. Ruth, might be a while before she shares her list. Ruth's actually having a little sort of break from podcasting at the moment. She'll explain why in her next podcast. She's fine. I speak to Ruth regularly. She is fine. And then the other one who I also checked with is Jean, who's a creative pixie. Jean also said, yeah, fun. I'm happy to join along with that. So they're my 3 ladies. There you go. If you're watching, girls, I'm looking forward to seeing your list for the rest of the year. And thanks for joining in, being good sports. And thanks, Renita, for tagging me because I really enjoyed it. Okay, I'm going to move on. I've got 2 more segments. This next one is incoming, which I've talked about a little bit, but I'm going to talk about, it's going to sort of blend into the last segment, which is the make along, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to begin with non-related stuff. So the reason that I need to finish all these single socks is I've got another pair of socks I want to knit on, cast on. I'm most excited about this. This is the Regia Tutti Fruti line in watermelon. I am beyond excited. I've wanted to knit these for ages. Jeanette, actually, she tried everywhere to get herself a ball of this wool. Couldn't find it in the UK. So I said to Jeanette, I can buy it here. So I bought Jeanette a ball. I bought myself a ball. Jeanette's already started knitting hers up and they look amazing. The only thing I don't know why, I didn't pay attention to the label, but they're cotton. A cotton blend. I wasn't expecting that. Never knitted cotton socks before. I mean, I work with cotton all the time with the crochet. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait, but I'm being really, really good and just not knitting them yet, casting them on. The other thing is, I'm feeling like a real grown-up now. I think I've knitted enough socks that I can declare myself to be a sock knitter. So that being said, I invested in a sock blocker. It's my first, my one and only. I don't know who these people are. If you can see the logo, I think they also podcast. Sorry, there's somebody outside my door, and it's Sock You, Mother Sockers. I bought this. Actually, I think I bought this from a Dutch yarn online yarn shop, and this was the only sock blocker they had in there. And I thought, you know what, I'm grabbing it. Thrilled to bits with it. I was like, why have I not got more of these things in my stash? And I am going to definitely buy more of them. Sorry, the camera keeps jerking. That's really strange. So yeah, another incoming, little treats to myself. The other thing I treated myself to, and I did a little mention of this in the vlog, is there's a store here. I'm sure you've got it in the UK and for sure in Scandinavia. I'm not sure about the US or Australia or Canada or wherever else you're watching from. I know you guys are from far and wide, which blows my mind. This is from a company called Susteren. I can say it in the Dutch way, Susteren Groen or Susteren Green. I absolutely love this store. There's one in Amsterdam. If I'm ever in the centre of Amsterdam, I can spend hours in this store. They do a really nice hobby range. I've bought nice cotton from them in the past and like, you know, cute home furnishings and stuff, but the crafty range is really good. I saw this, it was new in their latest shop update, and I've always wanted my own like Russian stacking dolls, or babushka dolls are they called. And so they're, sorry, oh, they're, okay, that one doesn't squeak. They're all unfinished wood. And you got, wait for this, how cute is this? That's the baby. So you get 5 of them. They've even got sawdust in them. Still. Thrilled to bits with these. And my painting skills are not amazing, but I'm still mulling over what I want to, if I want a theme, what I want to paint them into. At first I thought, oh, I'll do the family, and then I thought, no, I'd rather do, I don't know, I fancy something either really, really traditional or maybe a little bit sort of boho. But yeah, I mean, if you can order from Susteren Green, have a look. And they weren't expensive. Oopsie. I think they were like in euro, like, I don't know, €7 or €8, if that. So yeah, check that out. That's another incoming. Now I've got sawdust all over my workbench. And I bet my coffee is really cold. A bit, not really cold. Another incoming. Let's see, where else should I go? And I'll save that to the end. And I'll save that to the end. Okay, this is literally just come in today. This was a huge surprise. I didn't expect it. I thought it was actually something else that I'd ordered that was waiting to come. So when Lawrence said there's a package here, and I was like, huh? You're just really confused. I opened it. I did the unboxing on the vlog, so some of you might have already seen this. But Karen, Stitches and Jacks Karen, bless her. I mean, she sent me a little care package because, you know, she said, you know, your shoulder's been bothering you, and then I've had really bad knees and walking and you know, and I was getting fed up with COVID, and she was like, you know, I'm going to cheer you up. So I was like blown away. Go have a look at the vlog for the unboxing. Absolutely beautiful. Karen, this is one of her project bags with, of course, bees, and even the lining is just how beautiful. And it's got a little pocket in it. Honestly, it just, every time I look at it, it just makes me smile. It's just like, what a happy bag. I'm thrilled to bits. But then she also added a DPN holder in it. And I said, I want to learn DPN. I have got DPNs, Knit Pro ones actually. And it was just stuff full of goodies. Little bee pencil. Posh tea bags. Womankind and love. Actually, I might leave these at the workshop because I don't have any nice teas here. I will do, I'll leave them here. Sometimes I don't feel like a coffee at the workshop. Little, it smells so nice. A little lavender bag with the bees. It smells so good. I might leave that here actually. as well, because sometimes it smells a bit iffy in here. And then, no, I'll show you this one next. And then a little box of stitch markers, or a little pot, a little container. These are also special. They're really, you know, they mean something. This, Karen likes to also make rainbow project bags as well. So this beautiful rainbow stitch marker with believe on it, precious. And of course, turn this the right way, a little bee, and wait for it, I love this, I've never seen one of these before, a little honeycomb, and you can see it see through. How gorgeous. But no, there was more in the goodie bag. There was also a set of mini skeins from Giddy Yarns. Thrilled to bits, and they're absolutely beautiful colours. Aren't they just the most cheerful colours? They're like tropical, citrus, orangey, tangerine-y. Thrilled to bits. And you know, these would make gorgeous fade socks. I mean, I've already sent Karen a message thanking her. I'm just, honestly, and if you're watching again, Karen, I'm just like completely blown away. I was feeling a little bit down as well this morning for one thing and another. So, you know, to get that package just was like, oh my gosh, her timing was like amazing. So, really happy. But no, there's more. Because I've also been keeping this a big secret, because I was sent this a while ago and we were waiting for the make along to get going, and I can now reveal it because I've checked with Jeanette, and I think they've probably all sold out by now. There might be more coming, but Jeanette and I, how gorgeous is that? She made, we've got matchy little like fairy toadstool bags, drawstring. How gorgeous. And they're like these bucket bottom ones. I mean, look at that. It's got a little window and a mushroom and the door with a little button on it and these little pop-ons, and that's Jeanette's label, if you can see. When it arrived, I was like thrilled to bits. And this, it's a bit crumpled now. I've had it for ages, but I've been, you know, I'm so impressed that I managed to keep my mouth shut. But there's a little stitch marker. I can take it off the cover now. How gorgeous. Keep an eye on Jeanette's shop, because she might make more throughout the make along. So that's all I'm saying. Go and have a look at that. I'm thrilled to bits. And it's been housing all these little goodies, which I'm going to explain to you in a minute. Right, I've got one. Actually, I'll explain that to you now, because we can move on to the make along, because there's one incoming sort of straggles the make along. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot. It's gone really hot in here. Right, let's go back in time. If you've been around for a while, or you've followed me on Instagram for a while, you'll know that last year, I think the end of May time, Jeanette and I hosted another make along. We've done a few now. And last year's one was planning to be an annual theme, but we were like, no, it was a nice theme, but let's change it. So that's why we're doing this Enchanted Forest Mal 21 this year. But last year's, I've got it here. I leave this at the workshop. When I'm here, I put it outside, and you know, people passing by love it. Last year's was the yarn bird Mal, and I made this whole, there's like a little ball in there and a water dish and bunting, and I decorated this. Oh, Gaston, that's Gaston, and what Gaston and Wonky Tit, that's the names. So that was what I made, you know, for the make along. I just made it gradually. and absolutely love it, and I treasure this. You know, this is definitely living in my workshop. And I thought, well, I've been posting funny things on my Instagram, how like mushrooms keep popping up in the garden and so forth, but I do need to house them because they're not moving into the flower beds, because I'm worried that they might take over my strawberries, and you know, there's not much room in that container. So I've devised a way to rehome them. So at the moment they're living in a mushroom bag, but I need to use this bag. So I've decided, wait for it, I'm going to rehome them in, da-da, another cage. I'm going to make an enchanted cage forest, and I'm hoping I can just gradually start coaxing them in, and if I make it all nice in there, they'll be very happy. This cover, I will stitch it down. Just I think it's a DK cheapo acrylic from my local, like bargain store, Zeeman's in Holland. And then I'm just busy making these little rounds and hand stitching them on. I think this is Scapious Katona. So I'm going to cover it all, make it like a little mushroom hat for the cage. And then the cage opens like this, so I can put things in it. And I want to make it into a little, you know, like a little magical foresty themed cage. So that's why I was busy with the little where's it gone, what have I done with it, did I put it back in the bag, with the little wood stump, because that will go in here. And then I'm also, I put it here so don't keep bending over, I also, what have I done with it? Yeah, I'm also busy making my version of wisteria. So there's going to be all like loads of them hanging down at different lengths. Wisteria, like a little curtain of them. And I haven't got it here. I've been making ivy leaves as well. And I think my strawberry might get a spot in there. So yeah, I found a really cute pattern, and I haven't got it with me, and I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. But it's a little crochet, like a wizard, Gandalf kind of thing. So I think I might make him next, and I'm just going to enjoy it, because I'll move on to the mal thing now, because it's running until September. So you've got ages to make something. You know, even if it's just a little mushroom, and it can be knitted, it can be crochet, it's got to be made from yarn. That's the only rule. And yeah, if you want to enter it, unfortunately it is on Instagram, and the hashtag is enchanted forest mal 21. And the reason I put the 21 in is maybe we run it again next year. Go and check out the hashtag on Instagram. Even if you don't want to make anything, have a look, because it's, you know, some of the people, I am going to give a special mention to Helen from Mousy Makes podcast. Helen is making this entire story about what's going on in her enchanted part of her garden, and it's magical. I'm gripped by it. If you go and have a look at Helen's podcast, I'll put a link below. You can see this story. She's having so much fun with it, but people are really loving watching it. You know, she's posting every few days another update on Instagram. These visitors come in, and oh, it's just so cute. Also, one of our lovely Nitty friends, Debbie, made an enchanted unicorn, because unicorns can live in enchanted forests. I think every enchanted forest has them, actually. Hannah, who's Hannah's Happy Space, she made these really cute, I don't know what you call them, like forest monsters. They remind me a little bit like Gruffalo-esque, really cute, a boy and a girl one, and they've got like little flowers in their hair. Miguel Crochet, he made this really pretty pink, you know, gnome kind of thing. Oh, anyway, these loads. I'll be here all day for mentioning things. You know, everybody's making something, so please, if you can, just at least go and follow the hashtag. It's amazing. What I have been posting quite regularly on that, but what I think I will do is, you know, when we get like a bunch of entries, I'll make a posting on my Instagram so I can share it with everyone and make an Instagram story. And yeah, it's just amazing. So as with all MALs that Jeanette and I host together, we always do 2 prizes. One of you gets a dodgy sewn bag from me and lots of other goodies, and one of you gets an amazingly sewn bag from Jeanette and lots of other goodies. And we do put, you know, we want the goodie bags to be, you know, useful, but also, you know, a special treat. So I'm going to lead on to, this is a mixture between incoming gift to myself and the man. So I actually, it was actually Miguel's Crochet posted a picture of these on his Instagram, and he had a discount code, and it sparked my interest. So I looked into it and I couldn't resist, and I ended up ordering these. So I'm going to show you. First of all, I'm going to show you like this. Yes, it's a set of crochet hooks, but I'm going to give you a close up of one of them. This is a 3.5 crochet hook, and this is, if you can see, custom made with the Dawn's Days. And then, oh, it's not focusing, it's focusing on me, sorry guys, my tiny logo on both sides. How amazing are these? To say I am beyond thrilled with them is an understatement. The hooks, they're actually bamboo, the wood, and yeah, I've never I've knitted with bamboo. I've never had a bamboo crochet hook. I mean, obviously the metal tips also really feel very nice. I don't like them too blunt, and I like a decent sort of I don't know, a decent hook on them, because I don't like these crochet hooks that the groove isn't deep enough and the yarn flies off. So really like the heads that are on there, but these bamboo handles are lovely, and they're so light, like super light. When I picked them up, I was actually surprised at how light they are. They don't feel like you've got anything in your hand, and lovely. They feel very, very nice. Quality of them is amazing. So the lovely person who made these also made me a cute little tag for myself, which I'm not giving to anybody. This is mine. Watch out, because these hooks will probably appear in every single one of my Instagram posts from now until eternity, because I mean, how beautiful. I just love them. They're so, yeah, they've got like this really rustic, organic look and feel to them. And the level, I wish they're not, I don't know why the camera's not picking up the logo too well. Oh, that's a bit better, is it? I mean, the detail that he's got in the logo. So anyway, I'm going to explain where they're from. So these are actually from a Dutch maker called Bert, whose company is Vinyl Creations. And when I wanted to order the crochet hooks, I contacted Bert, and we got talking, and lovely, lovely man, super creative. And you know, his company is Vinyl Creations. So when I was looking on his Facebook and his web shop site, there's a lot of stuff with like old vinyl records and like lettering and stuff. And the crochet hook thing is like a pretty you know, more recent venture for him, and couldn't help me enough. I mean, seriously, you know, nothing was too much for Bert, really, seriously. Blown away by his helpfulness. And so anyway, you know, he actually reminded me, don't forget you get the 10% discount from Miguel. You know, I'd forgotten in all the discussion. And these are really reasonable, I can't even say it, very well priced. Oh, hold on, I need to just stop, because if I don't, something weird goes. Okay, I'm back again. If I film for longer than 30 minutes, there's something happens with the audio and the editing. That's why I have to put that pause. It's so annoying. Anyway, yeah, you know, it basically, the price of them, I was like, wow. That when I saw how cheap they were, I mean, they're not cheap, you know, but and actually considering the workmanship and their bamboo and their, you know, they're custom. I was like, wow, that's really value for money, and it's a full set. So anyway, I didn't hesitate, ordered them straight away. So when I explained to Bert what Jeanette and I was doing, Bert really kindly said, I'll offer your viewers, your followers a 10% discount then. I'm really happy to do that. So if you're interested in ordering yourself a set of hooks or anything else what he's got on his website, there's a discount code. We didn't use Enchanted Forest because that would have been way too long. So it's Dawn 10, and I'll put all this information below. If you want to order the hooks or anything, or make something custom, because he's really flexible. You know, if you've got an idea and he can help you, he'll do it. He's super, you can tell he's just passionate about what he does. And I think he said his wife is a knitter, so he gets the whole sort of yarny thing. You get 10% discount, and he's really generously offered to run the 10% discount for the entire duration of the MAL, so until September. So I'm thinking these would actually make, I love the noise of them, these would actually make, if you're making an advent for somebody, you know, I mean, there's 8 days there already. You can get a set and already start putting them aside for advents, anniversaries. Even if, you know what, even if you don't want to use them, they look amazing props in your photos, your Instagram. You know, you can make them for your friends. I mean, the possibility is start stashing them for Christmas gifts. There's 10% discount, guys. Grab them. It'll deliver worldwide, so you know, don't worry about that. But yeah, really, I can't recommend him enough. Such a lovely, lovely man. And he didn't have to do that. He really didn't. You know, I mean, apart from Jeanette and I saying, you know, how great his hooks are, and they are, I'm not going to say, oh, use these hooks. I'm going to use them, and I would not recommend them to you if I didn't believe in them. Trust me, seriously. Because I don't want you guys to, you know, come back and say, Dawn, those hooks you recommended are rubbish, because I would feel dreadful. So, but the other thing is, which is really, really generous, he also really kindly offered to donate a prize to the Make Along. So Jeanette and I are thrilled to bits. And what the prize that he's donated, it's not ready yet. He's going to work on it nearer the time. It's as I said, he makes things from old vinyl records, gorgeous things, and like industrial vibe. And one of the things he does, he makes clocks from vinyl records. And then he puts like lettering or cutting out, or it's all kinds of things he's going to do with it. And he's going to make a vinyl clock as one of the prizes for the MAL. And it's going to have like the cursive writing on it with like a yarn expression or saying, so it'll look cracking in a workshop. So it's not going to be like knitting or crochet. It's going to be like a yarn kind of phrase. So yeah, I mean, if you enter that MAL, you've got a chance of winning 3 amazing prizes. And even if you don't enter, you can still get yourself a 10% discount on custom hooks. I love them. I can't stop looking at them. They were really late arriving. The postal service messed it up, and I was messaging Bert, they've not arrived. And he's like, well, you know, we'll leave it until Wednesday. And anyway, they came. So, oh my gosh, it was like, couldn't believe today. The gift from Karen arrived, and then the hooks from Bert. So I was like, oh my God, this is one of the best days ever. Oh, I'm very spoiled. So anyway, I think that's all I've got to update you on. Yeah, there's the my Make 6. I'll keep you posted on that as and when I do things. I've got the Make Along in Autumn that I'm going to start with Karen on the bee shawl. If you want to join in on that, let me know. I'm sure me and Karen would love to do it with you. And yeah, don't forget, enter the MAL. Please enter the MAL. Just go and check out the hashtag. They're amazing, and I can't wait to get my cage finished and show you. I'm just, you know, you have one of these projects that it just gives you so much joy. So if you want to do that, even if if you want to just make one, you know, like a little pixie or a fairy or something, or you want to do what I'm doing and make a scene, you know, like a little 3D model scene, you know, have fun with it. That's the whole point of it. Right, at this point, I think I'm just going to wrap up the podcast, and hope you're all well. Thanks for still being here at the end. It was quite a long one this week. Much more waffling than usual, but I think it's been a while since the last podcasted, thinking about it. if you're also interested in seeing what I get up to when I'm not at the workshop, every Sunday morning there's the vlog. And I think they're a little bit more fun to do now, you know, now that things are opening up and we can get out and about and go exploring a bit. So I've got a busy week this week. Maybe we might go and have lunch together in the vlog. Let's see. Yeah, nothing else to report really. So I'll just wrap up here. If you did enjoy the podcast today, I'd love a little hit of the like button, and if you're not already, a subscribe would be great. We're over 600 now in our little community, which is amazing. I'm so humble that anybody even, you know, wants to listen to me waffle. It just blows my mind. And if you want to leave a comment and just say hello, or how you found the channel, or if you something you enjoyed, or if you also want to make a list of 6, you know, I'd love to hear from you. I read every single comment and I reply to everyone. So the channel's still small enough that we can keep it, you know, cozy and friendly. You know, it's a friendly group. So love to hear from you. Anyway, take care, stay safe, and I will see you either in the next vlog or the next podcast. Bye.